Have you ever wondered about why you have a hard time breaking certain, emotional habits? Well, it comes down to your emotional state, and in this video, we're going to teach you how to elevate it, so stay tuned. Every one of us has had moments that we later regretted. It's part of what makes us human, and at the heart of all these moments is the loss of our emotional state and/or control. An emotional state is when an emotion meets an attitude and then turns into a physiological response. You can actually feel yourself getting angry or having fun. These responses can be positive or negative for you at any given time. The problem is most of us are completely unaware of how these emotions and responses even come about. We're so used to being the response and letting it overtake us that we honestly feel like we can't do anything to avoid it. In other words, we feel like we have no control over our own reactions. Well, the good news is you can actually control your state. And here are 5 principles that I personally use today to have more control over my own emotional state that I actually think will help you win at your own. Principle number 1, practice self-awareness. Oftentimes, our emotional responses are symptoms of a deeper root cause. Ask yourself, is there anything in my past that is hindering my present? Does it take or create anger, fear, or anxiety? Getting to the root of how we're all shaped to this point will help you uncover the things that need to be removed and increase your overall self-awareness. So focus there. Principle 2, release the energy. For a number of years, I suffered from immense feelings of anxiety. And a lot of times that anxious feeling would bubble up into my negative response that I would end up later regretting. In other words, I would actually feel so shaky that I wouldn't stop. That wasn't until I discovered working out and getting a routine exercise. Since I've implemented a daily routine of working out in the morning, I tend to go into each of my businesses with less nervousness, less anxiousness, and less negative energy. And when I do feel anxiety coming up, even the slightest bit, I'll take a 20 or 30 minute brisk walk around the building or with some friends, just to make sure I have enough time to process my emotions, my attitudes, and my overall physiological response. Principle 3, focus on the future, not the past. While this relates to principle 1, it's more important that your conscious decisions are not tied down to the person that you used to be, and generational bondage, if you will, is not allowed to continue to move forward. Not all people are evil, nor are all situations bad. And whatever you focus on, you'll find. So if you focus on how it won't work, then you'll come up with lots of reasons why it won't work. So why not focus on the opportunities? And when you do, you'll find the various opportunities that will work. Principle 4. Plan your actions. When you apply this principle, you're moving away from a subconscious reaction and leaning towards a conscious choice. The goal here is, whenever possible, first diffuse it, then think, then act. It will take time for your body to realize that you have a new physiological response and get in line. But the goal is to keep it moving forward. Allow it to take root and it'll start to bless you. All right, principle 5, journal often. One of the most important and underrated skills that I didn't take into consideration was the power of journaling. There are lots of different ways to journal: written, typed, video, voice recording, you name it. There are lots of different ways to capture your emotions and your responses. It's very important to take note of the successes, the learnings, and the most important moments of each and every day to help you. Not only to measure how far you've come, but also to continue to map out where you're headed and where you're going. Every day will bring opportunities and every day will bring challenges. But when you journal it, you can take the best of each day and apply those learnings to your life to help you keep moving forward. So find the best way for you to reflect so you don't fizzle out with energy and lose your strategy. I know that if you put these 5 principles into practice, as I have, you'll quickly find that you have more control over your emotions than ever met the eye. And you'll start winning more and getting there quicker. Take care. If you enjoyed this video, I'd recommend you also check out our whiteboard lessons where we do an even deeper dive on emotional states. I truly can't recommend this enough. It's that valuable. Also, we put together an entire Life Mastery 101 playlist right here on YouTube, so feel free to check that out as well.